Not my day. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's 7:02. I'm late. I hate being late. It's 7:02 right here on BeExposedRadio.com. You're listening to the Talk Lately show. It's Tuesday, October the 15th, and day 15 of the shutdown. And less than 2 days away from the defaults on the government and all the bills that they have to pay. It's still unclear what bills will be paid first, even if they still continue with the shutdown. Apparently, what's up for grabs too. Well, I'll get into all this in the first segment of the show, but I want to give you another recap of what's going down. I know there was a story about Beyonce's dad that I was supposed to tell last week that I never got into. I'm going to try to keep it on the keep to my agenda, but I'm going to try to throw that in there at some point. Maybe I'll do it as a blind item. Well, it wouldn't be a blind item since I just told you it's about Beyonce's dad. No, what a how stupid of me. I'm sleepy. That's all. But I got some little tidbits of the shutdown situation. I don't see. This is exactly why I'd say I need a TV in here, because I need to be able to watch CNN. Not just watch CNN, but watch other things too, as they are happening. Especially things like this drug house incident that I got told the story over the weekend, and I said, I have to tell everybody about this. If you didn't hear about it, will you sit still?
I was. My pants were down and I was putting them up.
Gosh, oh my gosh, just shaking and moving and stuff. This stuff that happened at this drug house though over the weekend, I have to give you that information and let's see where it is on the list. Oh, it's in the next break. So good. You'll get to hear about that. And how dangerous these kinds of situations put people in, even when they're trying to clean up. It's real crazy. And I want to talk to you guys about why single ladies have it the worst. Why do the single ladies have it the worst? I don't think it's just single ladies, though. But it's according to a list that was done in the magazine. So I'll give you the stats on that. And we'll talk about Kim Kardashian. She finally got rid of that ring. Well, I think Chris Humphries probably got rid of it. But we'll talk about that, too. And The Walking Dead is back. If you don't watch this show, you don't know what you're missing. But I want to get watchers recap from people that watch the show. The season premiere was on Sunday night. So that means that just goes to show that my Sundays are over. I'm not coming outside. You won't see me. I'm not going to give you a call. We're not going to see each other for lunch, because that whole day I have to get prepared for The Walking Dead, because I watch it as not only a fan, I watch it in the perspective that it could happen to us. And I want to be, and I'm just looking at it like the directors and, the executive producers, how they put this show together for how differently I would live if it did happen to us. We'll talk more after the break. And I want to talk to you guys about why this baseball game and how it went from good to racist. I know. We'll talk right here on Being Exposed Radio. Give us a couple minutes and we'll be right back.
It's time for a flashback
to the lawn party.
You're in the wrong place, because I don't live in the hood. That's not me. You talk about the projects, and I'm not even from there.
Ain't nothing wrong with the project.
I'm not from there.
Your president came from the projects.
And look where we at.
Whoa. Back up. Hey, whoa, stop. Freeze. That's an insult to me. Damn it. That's an insult to me. That's an insult to me.
You can't take the streets everywhere you go.
But guess what? You know what? Sometimes the damn streets do come in handy. I can throw on my damn suit, put on my suspenders, put on my white socks and shoes, and act like them. But damn it, when they step out line, suspenders coming off,
and that might be
my
the problem.
pants gonna drop down to my drop
He didn't
that.
pull the streets out yet.
Hey.
He didn't pull them out and put them on display.
I told
He's
you
still
what
trying
he
to play
need
in their game.
Once this is all over,
But see,
when he
he
step
can't.
on that
It's not too
helicopter-
much he can do. But I told you, December 1st.
we already said
December
December
31st.
Hey,
That's his time to shine.
That's right.
You better
Tell
come
them
out
all.
there.
You know what?
better
Y'all
just
kiss.
walk up to the podium with a robe on.
It's some flip flops. And go back to smoking his damn cigarettes.
And when they take that picture for his 44th, when he becomes,
There you go.
and they put him on a little thing around the White House, and his as the 44th president, he better have a cigar and his robe on with a white tee.
Check out Let's Talk each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on VExposeRadio.com.
You don't believe it was me, huh?
It was not. I saw you that in person. I don't want to do that.
That was me singing.
Tiny person.
Look, y'all didn't know. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it to cue back up again. Wait. This was me.
Stop playing. Your nephew was in here.
Check out Let's Talk each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on VExposeRadio.com.
That was me. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's 7:15.
Situation over there. Special
Huh?
You got some special sound effects. Situation
I have
over there.
everything from here all the way to my house. This is exactly where I worked on all that stuff at. I was busy. I've been doing a lot of things. All right, I know I want to talk about the shutdown real quick, but I'm going to come back with that in a few minutes. Let me just tell you that, first of all, our phone lines are open at 1-855-835-5857, extension 1, as well as you can text us at 443-642-9403 and comment on anything that we're talking about during the show. Now, first, let me tell you about my trip to Dunkin' Donuts this evening. Not to the one and around my way, but the one up on Washington Boulevard. Because, you know, I drink that peach tea every single day. Get me a large peach tea, and it's usually only 99 cents. Okay? Check this out. This particular Dunkin' Donuts has a drive-thru, so I went through the drive-thru and I was like, "Can I have a blueberry muffin?" And look, and I thought about you. Can I get 2 large peach teas, sweet teas, right? So get to the window. She says $8.64. I said, and I was going to hand her my card. Oh, hold on, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. I only got 1 muffin. How much? No, I asked for 2 muffins. I said, "Can I get 2 muffins and 2 sweet peach teas?" And she was like, $8.64. And I was like, "That's not right." I said, "Because those peach teas are only 99 cents." She was like, "No, they $2.64. I said, "Well, you better put them back." Who are you talking to? Right, you better put them back, and I hope you can get your ice out of there because I'm not paying for those. What's wrong with her? She's losing it. They're talking about that was a seasonal price. I was just there Sunday.
You are joking me.
I was there at that one on Sunday, and I got a peach tea for 99 cents. I said, "You can have every last one of those ice cubes in there, and you can stick them right up in your ass, but I don't want those." She should ride it. Who the hell is paying $2.64 for a large tea? First of all, you put a half a cup of ice. You filled the large cup up with a half a cup of ice, and then you made a regular hot tea, and then you put some peach syrup in there, and then you shook it up so the ice can melt and make the rest of the water. No!
Wow. Unbelievable.
Because, you know, they make the tea extra sweet, so when they put it in the ice and shake it up real good, that it melts and makes it cold faster.
So you tell me it's really made from a hot tea. I thought you was making that up just
No, it's made from hot tea. They put a tea bag in there and some hot tea, and then they put the peach syrup in there. And then they shake it up and take the tea bag out and throw the tea bag away. It's regular tea.
Okay. I didn't know that. So basically it will vote melt down, and you'll end up with a couple damn near weak-ass tea. Time it melt down from all that ice that they put in there.
Well, no. It actually tastes really, really good because the tea bag is in there with it when they're shaking it up. So it's nice and strong. It's nice and good. Okay. But the problem is that it's more water, and a tea bag doesn't cost $2.
Right.
And you damn sure not gonna charge me 64 cents for no ice.
Right.
So I don't know what we're paying here, but you can have those 2 large cups.
And you've been buying it for weeks.
For weeks, and no one said it was seasonal. That this was a 99 cent. I said for all that, I could have went to McDonald's and got me a sweet tea for 99 cents. That's always $1. It's always $1. So why would I come here?
A sign should have been posted. It should have been a special notation.
That's okay. They ain't gonna worry about it because they still have it over here on Biddle and Charles.
You go at every day.
Hey, where I go at every day. I had one this morning. For 99 cents. She was like, "Where'd you get it from 99 cents from?" Over by my job.
Wait a minute. I thought maybe you was trying to tell me that it just changed.
I had one this morning from my job for 99 cents, and then I went and got my emissions test done over here off of Patapsco, and it was like $2.64. So they ain't got to worry about me coming back. No, ain't no district man. I don't have time for all of that. I don't make it over. I don't have to do that every day anyway.
I understand what you're saying, but they cheating people that don't.
Well, that's somebody else's problem. They're going to have to deal with that on their own time because my time is valuable. So I got to get things done and keep it moving. Okay, anyway. All right, that's enough on that. Back to the shutdown. Still no deal. Day 15. And here we are less than 2 days away from the default on the government's bills. So what are we going to do? Any suggestions out there? I mean, you can text me 443-642-9403. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me get this all together so I can send it over to the White House. Because everything that goes on at the White House, everything that goes on at the Capitol, they all say we're doing this for the people. We're doing this for the people. And the only thing they go off of is these Gallup polls that 99% of Americans don't do. It's the 1%ers and anybody that is really, really hardcore into politics that actually do these Gallup polls, these CBS polls, these NBC polls. Ain't nobody on those websites all day. We at work getting work done. So roughly maybe like on an NBC poll, maybe 300,000 people might, contribute. Maybe at the most on a Friday, 500,000 might contribute. So how can you use that as a judgment for the entire world? That's why I actually said this to somebody at my job today. With the technology that we have today, with, even with the healthcare exchange being up, all of these websites, and we going more and more to the online functionality, you could get real world results. Everybody doesn't have to vote. We don't have to make it seem like it's an election period, but you could get real world voting done today. All you have to do is make a government website with all the security backings in the world. The NSA can be on it, Homeland Security, anybody that you want to put inside of this, inside of making sure this website is secure when people go on and vote. We have the capability for this today, people. Hear what real world people are saying. You know what I'm saying? If we want to vote on an issue like this stalemate right there between the president, the Senate, and the House of Representatives, this is utterly ridiculous now. And we can break this stalemate if you brought it up to the people to vote on it. Have an election. Have something. I want people fired. That's how I feel right now. I want them fired. I want them out of here. I want them to find somewhere else to work. Starbucks, maybe. I don't care. I want them somewhere else because I'm sick of it. How long do we have to deal with this as a people? But for somebody stands up and says, look, I'm not doing this no longer. I mean, you got the veterans down in the Capitol right now doing their thing, trying to get their benefits not to be canceled, trying to get their memorials open. Who gives a damn about a memorial when the people that are alive right now are getting ready to go hungry?
Yes.
Them people are immortalized in stone right now at the memorial.
Right.
There's nothing we can do. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be there when the government opens back up. Chill out with that. I'm not even trying to hear that. It's not petty. It's not petty. I get what their cause. I get why they're doing it, but at this point,
so much bigger than that.
the point I'm trying to get across is that now, if you're going to take let's not talk about the memorials no more. If you're going to talk about that, you might not get your money on the first, your benefits on the first, then that's something different. I ain't worried about the dead people. I'm sorry. Take me out of that clause. I ain't worried about nobody dead. They gone. Whatever religion you believe in, they in the afterlife, living gloriously. You got to deal with today and what people are living now that might be joining them if we don't get food.
They can come up with something more serious than that.
Exactly. I got more though. And you know what? This rant ain't over. I want to hear from you. 443-642-9403. Our phone lines are open to you. 1-855-835-5857. We'll be right back in a couple minutes. Thanks.
It's time for a flashback.
So Denard, I'm sitting here and I have Cracker Jacks and he just opened my prize. So now I want to cry.
Blah, blah.
He didn't ask if he could open my prize. I'm a big kid and you just ruined it for me.
See, ain't that the subject matter?
What, men ruin it for men?
No, the prize.
I mean, men ruin it for women.
What in the world is going on?
Anywho, the dollar number or call-in number is 855-835-5857 and hit extension 1 or hit 1 and then you'll get us.
Now, how would you feel if a man did that to you?
Did what? Open my
if
prize?
He held up. No, well, yeah, that is what we're discussing. But if a man decided that he was going to do that to you, as far as...
Well, first of all, I've never had that happen.
I said, what if?
Oh, I don't know. He wouldn't be around too much longer. I guarantee you that.
Check out Let's Talk each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
On BeExposedRadio.com. Welcome back to the show, everybody. 7:30 right here on BeExposedRadio.com. You're listening to the Talk Lately Show. We're here with you until 8 p.m. and we were in the middle of talking about this, the shutdown situation. It looks like we had to push my stories over to the next tomorrow because this is an important topic and it's breaking. It's not breaking news, but it's the news of today. Everybody needs to be involved. Everybody should have a concern. Everybody should be a little kind of scared, a little bit of worried, because this is the people that we have running our country. This is the people that we have running the country for us. This is the people that we have there to protect our liberties. Do you know when companies don't pay their, corporations don't pay their, incorporated corporations don't pay their bills, this leaves them open for hostile takeovers? Our number one debt is with China. So, one of the number two debt is with Japan. And, Japan is a little island. You remember we were already at war with them before. Remember Hiroshima? Okay. Now, come on. Now, Japan is one of the most advanced civilizations there is. Have you seen any of their cartoons? Come on. Japanese anime? Are you kidding me? Chinese cartoons? Are you kidding me? Do you see some of the subject matter of those cartoons? Are you kidding me? When you get to a computer or something like that, Google anime, ANIME, as an animation, but anime, and look at some of the futuristic stuff that they deal with in their cartoons. All of their cartoons is like they're in space, they're creating robots. Now Samsung is from Japan.
Right.
That's where your phones are from. Come on, we didn't make that phone here. That phone came from that what you got? You got the S3. Yeah. That came from Japan.
Spell that again.
ANIME. Anime. Like Anime Bullock. Tina Turner's real name. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking, hostile takeovers can happen at any point in time, especially when you got the country that's fighting between themselves and not really paying attention to what's going on in the outside world. They just sitting back over there in China and Japan like, look at these assholes. I'm going to get them. It's going to be too late for them when I come sweeping in. What they talking about? They done closed themselves up in their office. They don't see me coming. I'm buying up all their stocks and bonds, and they're not going to do nothing about it.
What you said was kind of interesting about the emergency news break, because really, people is not really up.
No, you get more frustrated when a news break comes breaking into your TV program, but you're not going to watch it.
It needs to be, because people really not taking this serious, and a lot of people don't know the significance of the whole thing.
But it's really nothing. They can take it serious all they want, though, if they're not going to speak up, if they're not going to do something about it. And there's nothing they really can do about it because the laws are in place where they can't. You elected these people and you expect these people to work on your behalf, but when they get to working on their own behalf, there's nothing you can do about it because you already elected them.
There still needs to be a regular news break in between shows, like
No, please don't do that. No, I'm against that. That's why we have CNN. No. That's why we got CNN, but that's why we have CNN. That's why we got MSNBC, and that's why we have HLN. We don't need no news breaks and regular programming. You just need to know where to go to watch them. That's why you got CNN, HLN, and MSNBC, and Fox News, unfortunately, but you got Fox News as well. That's all that needs to happen. You need to get involved. You need to start speaking up and start doing what, this is what you have these freedoms for. This is why we did all this fighting to be, as African Americans, why we did all this fighting to have a right to do things, a right to vote, a right not to be a slave, a right to stand up for what you believe in. Now we have it and everybody is so lackadaisical. It's just ridiculous.
Something came on about somebody's job and somebody's mother or parent.
Right.
He really didn't get the full gist of it until I broke it down to him. So if other people that's grown people that really don't know what's going on, and we really came to an emergency break where we can do emergency vote, they'd be fucked. They'd be stuck. Like, what am I voting for? Look, they need to get more involved, like you said, in terms of those stations. That's really
just turn that mic that way.
The stations that's really getting you up to point.
Right.
Just getting you up to code. They really need to look at them because people really not taking this as serious as they should. When my nephew looked real serious, his face was like more interested when I was telling him some of the stuff that was going on as far as this. And he only 12 years old. He shut down. He ain't had no idea and he should know. At that age, he should know why his friend's mother and the friend's father not at work and they complaining about a bill or their mortgage is due and they don't have no job right now. He didn't know nothing about none of that and why and why.
Well, I guess it's that's the job of their parent to actually disclose what's going on, but it is also the parent's job to protect them from this kind of stuff as well. But just like Susie Orman says, Susie Orman always says you should always have 6 months in the bank for anything that might come up. At least you'll have 6 months worth of your salary in a bank. If you got 6 months worth of your salary, this you might miss your paycheck from now and then, but you got something that's going to cover your nest egg, cover your livelihood for 6 months. Now we're in day 15. You got 6 months worth of salary left. You're in the bank. You're good for a little while.
Sit in an emergency standby and trust and believe. If they never knew before, they learning from this right here. That emergency standby.
I mean, it don't have to be 6 months either. You can have 3 months. You can have 1 month, but it's still 1 month covers you for these 15 days. You won't have to worry about that rent when it comes November 1st. Come November 1st, your rent will be paid. Come come December 1st, your rent will be paid because you got a whole month of reserve So this month is paid, November is paid. You got to worry about December. You got to worry about Christmas.
That's all right. You got some play. You got some leeway.
Exactly.
You got some time
Exactly.
to do something, make something happen.
Exactly.
Take
But this
some
15 days of you not working, you already know you're going to get this back because they said they're going to pay you. But at the same time, you know, but I want to defer from that for a second because I want to go back to what we were talking about with the voting situation. And I was, like I said, I was speaking to a coworker about this. This probably was about a week ago, and I was telling her we could easily set up a voting thing where it's independent. I'm going to talk on this for a second because I want to make sure people understand when I say that it's a government entity, just like the Federal Reserve, how the Federal Reserve is a part of the government, but it's an independent part of the government that's only governed by Congress, and they can't actually put their hands in it because now they have a chairperson who runs the organization, but they're separate and apart from any scrutiny of the president or anything like that. They hold our money. That's it. They hold the government's money. Now, the voting agency can be the same thing, independent from, but governed by the government. Okay. Congress has to vote on whatever changes that be made under the voting rules of this new entity I want to build. This new entity would be called Vote.gov. Vote.gov, because it's a part of the government, and this is where you go to make your political voice heard. This is where you go to make your political voice heard. This is where we go to end stalemates. This is where we go to elect presidents. This is where we go to elect members of Congress. This is where we go to terminate members of Congress for misconduct, for holding up the process, for not doing what they're supposed to do in their district. This is where Republicans, Democrats, independents, liberals, all of them, this is where they all come at when they want to ask their district if they were voted into office. This is where you go to speak to your district. You see what I'm saying? If they have a question and they want to know what the people really think, let the people talk. Let the people say, if you ask a question to the place that you represent, okay, say if it was Elijah Cummings, right. He represents us here in Congress. Okay. When he goes in there, before he goes in there to speak his mind and make any kind of votes, he'll come back to his district. He'll get on Vote.gov. He'll sign into his profile. He'll be able to see everybody that's registered to vote in his area. He won't be able to see them, but he'll be able to speak to them. And it'll be just like a voters forum for the state of Maryland. Yeah. He'll be able to say to the people in this forum, he'll ask the questions that he want to take to Congress. Do you want? Can I say? Right. Will you accept? Do you want this? Any question. Now he already knows this is what his people want. Then he has the right to go and say, my people want this. The American people said they want this. But he's saying it only on the representation that he was assigned to, which is Maryland. Yeah. You can't say what the American people want when you don't represent all of us. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Congress represents each one of their states. The people in Congress represent a state. They are a senator of a state. They are representatives of a state. You can't say what I want and you over there in Michigan. You don't know what I want. You don't live the same way I live.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. And I can't accept it. I got to take a break real quick. Gosh, let me get my act together. I got to calm down. We'll be back.
Remember this?
They don't eat that food anyway. I mean, no one really does. I mean, it's so many calories in McDonald's food. Oh, I just hate that I love the fries. It really is a lot of calories in that food. Jeesh. But I do love the grilled chicken Caesar salad from McDonald's. I have that multiple times per week, in accordance to my diet and the reduction of my, I told you about this last week that, the doctor told me I had high blood pressure and I needed to bring it down. So I changed everything except for my occasional McDouble. I do like those as well. It's not halal meat. It's just good, tasty. And I like the McChicken sandwich, of course. But that gristle that sometimes be in that that gristle that be in that McChicken sandwich sometimes throws me for a loop. Is this a kangaroo knuckle? You know the rumors that the meat from McDonald's is made with kangaroo. Oh, I knocked the trash can over. Okay, I get it. Can you hit the button, please? It's time for a break. Sheesh.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. 7:48 right here on BeExposedRadio.com. You're listening to the Talk Lately show, and we are deep into this discussion about the shutdown. But I wanted to just throw this in there real quick. More than 5.2 million veterans will not receive benefits as of November the 1st if no deal is reached. I mean, that's just not it. That's not just it. Well, because according to a lot of other websites and a lot of other political activists, political speakers and stuff like that, if they don't come to a decision, food stamps won't be paid. Just like this weekend when the food stamps EBT system went down. And apparently what I've learned over the course of 2 days now, that the EBT system didn't go down because apparently Giant's EBT system was still up. Excuse me? Yeah. That's what I just heard. I heard this today.
Shady.
That the Giants was the only one that had their EBT system up, and they was, Giants prices are ridiculous. No one wants to pay those prices. So, shout out to Giant for having your hand on the ball, though, because I'm sure your lines were stupid ridiculous.
Shady there.
Anyway, look. All right, back to the discussion. Vote.gov. I want to see if somebody can put this on the ballot and we can vote it into existence. Why not? We could put it on the I'm sure they're not going to put it on the 2013 ballot in November, but I'm going to put it on the 2014 ballot. Put it on the 2016 ballot.
Yes.
Vote.gov. I want it. I don't want to go to the polling places because I don't like touching that machine after other people. We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
I'm a germaphobe.
How can you push that? How can you get that?
There's so many vaccines out here, but you don't have a vaccine for germs.
Oh, God. Get back. Come back. To the shutdown.
Oh, my gosh. I don't want to go out there and touch the machines, though, for real. Seriously. Vote.gov. Come on. Let's get this out. Vote.gov.
It seems so simple.
You can have it. I don't care. You can take my idea. It's just not for me. It's for the people.
Yeah.
It's for us. Now, see, look, I'm talking on behalf of the people because I think the people should be involved. Anybody can get their hands on a computer. I will let you hold my computer for a second, and then I'm going to snatch it back because you're germy hands. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make. If I had to, say, for instance, there was an app, Vote.gov app, I would let people use it. Why not? If you're already registered and all you need to do is put in your voter registration ID number and your secret password or whatever the case may be, I will go around and let my hold my tablet out and say, go ahead and do it and vote. Get your vote on, please.
And then you'll have a whole container of disinfectant right beside
Exactly.
you for when everybody's finished.
When you're done. Matter of fact, it's not before. It's before and after. You'll have a wet wipe before. Wipe your fingers. Yeah, because I don't like your fingerprints on my stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Vote. And with the Lysol.
That would be so unnecessary. You just need to let everybody that's going to use it for that day use it. And then wipe.
But who going to hold it? Then I can't hold it.
Well, just make that for the people.
Because soon as somebody go, I'm out. I can't stay. As soon as they go, I got to go.
Well, I suggest you just.
And I got my flu shot, so I'm not scared of the flu. I'm scared of the typhoid fever.
I suggest you just make that for the people. You don't even use it anymore. It's not even yours. It's for the people that we're talking about. And it's going to be used.
Then we'll rent computers from Rent-A-Center and let them deal with it. Okay?
That's even better.
Because I can't.
But that seemed like a great idea.
Yeah,
I wish
Vote.gov.
that really can be enforced.
Because this still, I'm just telling you, if you
so
think
easy.
about
It
it,
seems so
if you
easy.
think about it, everybody could throw their issues out there. The only thing that would not be able to be changed is stuff that has already been voted into law.
Gotcha.
Stuff that hasn't even had a chance to work. Maybe we should put time limits on things. I would not have a problem with the Affordable Care Act if there was like, okay, if you know, inside the law that was created back in 2012, when it was actually voted into law, when, you know, if this is what I wouldn't have a problem with. If when the law was created and voted into law, that it had a time frame on it. If not by 2016, if this is not a working model, we can repeal it then. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But give it time. Stop being so destructive on something that you haven't even seen work, lose money, or gain money. We don't know what's going to happen yet. All we know is that we're instructing people that they have to sign up and get health insurance immediately by March 2014. This is what we're just saying. Get yourself healthy, you dirty bastard. You know? That's all we're saying. That's all I'm saying.
Who wouldn't want
Get clean.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Who knows? Well, I don't know why they don't want to do it, but they want to, appeal certain things, stuff that's going to help the medical device tax. Why are you so hyped up on gosh. Okay, I understand lobbying, and I understand that the money that for lobbying comes from the companies that make these devices and stuff like that, medical devices and all that kind of stuff. Right. But at the same point, you are elected into office to represent the people. The people are the ones that do not want this. Look, I can't even speak for the people because we don't know what the people want. I don't know if the people want you to go for fighting for this repeal of this the device tax, or if they don't. All I know is that the lobbyists want you to do it, and that's what you're doing. You're not doing this for the people. Wow. And that's the problem.
Wow.
Here lies the problem, and we're never going to solve this way. No. We're never going to get a budget passed this way. We're never going to get past this issue with these people in office. At this point, I'm saying get rid of all of them. President Obama included. If they got to go, they got to go. We are wasting too much damn money every single day dealing with these stupid issues every single damn day. This is 15 days in a row, but it was 100 and some odd before these 15 days. And then I'm tired of sitting around. We can't just sit around and deal with this no more. All the other issues in this world, now you're going to force everybody else to be hungry too? We already got a homeless problem here in this country. And now you want to put everybody out of work and back in this homeless pool.
Wow. Yeah, that's how they need to really look at it, because that's how it's going down for real.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Need to look at it.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nobody's trying to hear that.
Really need to look at it that way, and maybe some eyes will be opened.
They're not going to open their eyes. That's the thing. They're doing this for themselves. The only person I think is probably not doing this for themselves because they got Michelle Obama in their ear. It's probably President Obama himself. You got his two daughters that's probably in his ear like, look, we can't do this, Dad. We can't. Why is this happening? You can't cave into these people because these people are not helping anybody. Right. Don't cave, Dad. Is what what's the name? One of the daughters, Malika. Oh, I can't even remember their names. I'm so steamed right now. Don't do it, Dad. And here go Michelle. Honey, maybe you should stop eating that sugar. But but don't cave in. But don't cave in. Don't cave in. Don't let them have their way. And I'm like, go, Barack, go. Don't cave in. That's how I feel. Because somebody has to be the leader.
Yes.
Somebody has to be the leader.
Yes.
And that's why we elected him president, to lead us into a new direction. The sad part is that we got these other two parties. I mean, some part of one of the parties is on, is doing what we want them to do, and they are on our side. But we got these other two parties that can't agree on anything. They can't make up their mind on nothing. And then they want to blame it on, this is not what the people want. Both sides say the same thing. We got to do this for the people. This is what the people need. We got to make this work for the people. But you're not talking to the people about what you want the people to hear.
People have no input, no say, so no nothing.
I sit and watch CNN every single day. I watch it every day from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. I watch CNN. I watch MSNBC. Wow. I watch HLN. I watch Fox News because I want to hear. I just listen for the American people want you to do what? The American people said they want this. The American people, no, you don't know what we want.
Not at all.
You're not speaking for me. I don't even know where to go and take these freaking polls.
Wow.
That you say these polls said, and it was really funny is that these approval rating polls come out, and who knows where they did that at? True. That could have been a poll between all in Congress that, everybody that's a member of Congress said, I'm going to take this poll.
Right. And
their approval ratings went up or down.
Wow. That's really something.
Political analysts in the pool, or everybody on each side of the fence, all got in this pool and said, we're going to do a poll, and this is what the poll's going to say for today.
That's really something to think about.
It's a psychosis. It's something that's going to make them feel better when, they say everybody's down. Everybody doesn't like the Republicans. Everybody doesn't like the Democrats, and even President Obama's approval ratings are down. I don't really care if it's not making a difference in anything. Even if your approval ratings are down, we still got to wait till the next election before we can fire your ass. And I'm not trying to hear it. And on that note, I used the whole entire show to talk about the shutdown. I never got to anything else.
But you came up with a very, 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 very valid point in regards to that vote. And it's not that difficult to make it happen. That's the point that's really got me thinking and got me kind of bitter. It's not that serious of a situation to make it happen. Just make it happen.
That's true. Thanks, everybody. Look, we're here tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio. We can continue the discussion then. And in the meantime, have a good evening. Tomorrow is all new Let's Talk at 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Thanks, everybody.
Watch CNN. CNN. Because I will.